Hello, my dudes. I hope everything is good with you. I know everything good with me. Welcome back, welcome back. If you are watching this right after watching the previous video, you may notice I'm wearing the same clothes. That is because I recorded this 5 minutes after the last one. So, you know what's happening. Today we're going to be doing SQL. It is the second tier 1 machine on starting point on HackTheBox. There's definitely a better way for me to present that information, much smoother, but you get the idea. This time around, I'm not going to explain how to do the basic stuff. I'm going to assume you've already connected to your VPN. If you don't know how to connect to the VPN, head back to the first video in this series and I will explain how to do everything nice and simple. You've spawned your machine and you're ready to go. So, question number 1. During our scan, what port do we find serving MySQL? Well, that's my VPN. Ignore that. I'm going to cd to my box directory. Make sure there's no flags in there this time. And then we're going to run an nmap scan. We just do nmap, then the IP address. It runs. We get the default port for MySQL. It is always on this port unless the system admin has tried to be sneaky or clever and they've moved it to another port. But that 3306 is the default port for MySQL and also the answer to question number 1. Very nice. Okay, so question number 2. What community developed MySQL version is the target running? I had a bit of difficulty with this one because the question kind of implies, oh, you can just run a version scan and it will come up, but that doesn't work, and also it takes 10 years to come back. So I found a workaround for it. What I did instead was I used -sc to run basic scripts on it, and then that finds the version. So you can see here, it's using this version right there, and it comes out a bit ugly, so let's just check if that is the actual answer. MariaDB. I guess you'd have to just kind of guess that it's running some version of MariaDB, and from there you could get the answer. Question number 3. When using the MySQL command line client, what switch do we need to use in order to specify a login username? This one's kind of intuitive. I wouldn't expect you to know off the top of your head, but it makes sense and you will probably remember it from here forwards. It is -u. With a lot of these command line tools, the option to specify your username is usually -u, or some variation of that, -U. Question number 4. Which username allows us to log into this MariaDB instance without providing a password? 4-letter word, ending in T. Lets you log in without a password. Probably because we're on such a beginner box, it's going to take you straight to this level of access. The answer is root. Very nice and easy. You'll probably not come across that in the wild ever, unless someone has really done something quite wrong. But just for these, a lot of the time you can log in as root with no password. Question number 5. In SQL, what symbol can we use to specify within the query that we want to display everything inside a table? Now, if you watched my previous video on the box appointment, then you would know that this is actually a wildcard. And in this case, the answer is right there for you. It is an asterisk. So that just means anything that kind of applies to this. So select anything from this table, and that's the answer. So there you go. Question number 6. In SQL, what symbol do we need to end each query with? Now, there are a few programming languages that do this. I'm just going to refer to SQL as a programming language because it seems like a programming language to me. You use it in programs. It is how something communicates with another thing on a computer. I believe is a programming language. Question number 6 though. What symbol do we end each query with? The answer is a semicolon. Similar to PHP, similar to C++, similar to JavaScript. Statements and things are ended with semicolons. So there you go. Question number 7. There are 3 databases in this MySQL instance that are common across all MySQL instances. What is the name of the 4th that's unique to this host? Off the top of my head, I actually can't remember what the 3 databases, the default ones anyway, are. We're going to log into this and we're going to find out. So let's go and have a look. So in order to connect, I'm going to clear my terminal and then we're going to do MySQL. Oh, it was right there. MySQL-H to specify the host, and then -u and specify our username as root. And then hopefully we should be able to connect. So good chance to do some troubleshooting. Right, so for some reason, my client is expecting SSL, but the server doesn't support it. So we're going to just Google MySQL. Let's have a look. I like Reddit. Okay, no. MySQL CLI. Skip SSL option isn't relevant. Okay, so we do want to go onto this Reddit post. Okay, so couldn't find it on Google, just from that little bit of Googling. So we're going to do SQL --help. And then we're going to grep for SSL. Nope, SSL. Let's see. Are there any here that say we don't need to do SSL? Skip SSL. Here we go. That might be one that we can use. So let's try this again. We're going to do --skip -SSL. And we're going to see if this works. Oh, sorry, just had a massive yawn. Not that I'm bored. That just took a really long time to connect. So if you're having network issues like me, don't worry, just be patient. With that, skip SSL added to my command, I was actually able to connect. So now I'm going to do show databases. Make sure to end it with a semicolon, and we're going to have a look. We have HTTP, information schema, MySQL, and performance schema. The bottom three are the default ones. I recognize them now. So information schema, MySQL, and performance schema are all default. They're in every MySQL instance that exists, unless someone has tried to remove them. But that gives you your answer. The answer is HTTP. Now we're going to submit the root flag, and I'm guessing the root flag is actually in HTTP. So I think it's use HTTP. Yes. Okay. So in order to go into the database that you want to access, you got to use HTTP, or use and then the name of the database you're trying to access, and make sure you remember your semicolon. And then from here you can do show tables, and it will show all of the tables inside of this database. Whichever we're going to do, I'm not too sure. So I'm going to do select asterisk from, let's do config, and let's just see what it has. So, okay, that's correct. Cover the flag this time. Jamie, if you are seeing this and you're editing this video, cover the flag. The flag is in here. So you got to do select asterisk or everything from the table you're trying to access, and then remember your semicolon, and it will show everything from inside that table. Just out of curiosity, I want to see everything in users too, just because I want to know what's in there. Select asterisk from users. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got a few things. They don't have any passwords. Who is in charge of this web application? But anyway, not important. But that concludes this box. So we figured out how to connect to a MySQL instance or a MariaDB instance. We've got the flag. Put the flag in there, get your free hit of dopamine, very nice. That is everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Peace.